Today we are going to teach about how you can start local chicken farming in 2024. Yes, I am talking in a scenario. If I am a beginner and I want to start, I would do these things. If I am the one who is going to start farming in the year 2024 and I'm planning to start, so what would I do? It's what I'm going to give you guys, so that you start up something that you really know. So if I'm in that position and I want to start farming in 2024, what will I do? So it's what I am going to give you guys, so that you can also enjoy that. Okay, now I want us to consider our 4 main points. If at all you are a beginner, you are just starting, you don't know anything about farming or local chicken, so I want to give you 4 main points which I'm going to explain very deeply and you understand them very well. Point number 1, if I'm to start up farming or local chicken farming in the year 2024, this is what I would do. Point number 1, I would consider searching. Number 1 is searching for the right knowledge. Yes, searching for the right knowledge about this local chicken farming. What I am going to do, so I would first do research. That is what we call the theoretical part of it. You have to do research before you start up something, because I have seen so many people who say that poultry is a risky business. Yes, poultry can become a risky business if at all you do not do the research that you need. There is one rich guy in America, very rich guy called Warren Buffett. He said in one of his books, he said that what we call risk in life, because most people fear taking risks in life. He said that risk cannot be risky if at all I'm doing something which I know I cannot consider it to be risky. But for you, poultry becomes risky. Why? Because you go into something when you do not have the knowledge about it. Therefore, it will become risky for you, because there are so many people who come into my inbox, like the way they are doing their things, it's really amazing. Someone is mixing feeds which actually they don't know what they are actually mixing. They don't know even the concentrates they are using. They don't know which percentage they are using. And at the end of the day, they will not make profits. Why? Because they are doing something they don't know. So whenever you are doing something you don't know, you are not going to gain. That is what we call risk. Taking risk is to do something you don't know. So if I'm to begin poultry, what will I do? I will first seek the right knowledge. That is what we call the theoretical part of it. Because most people, they don't want to go for theories or for classes, theoretical part of it. And they want to start, to do the practicals in the right place. They want to start with the practicals. You cannot go into practicals minus doing the theoretical part of it. It is the theory that sends you into the practicals, because we do the practicals basing on the theories that we have. Therefore, if I'm to start this farming, I would first make research, study, do a wider view, a wider study, the deep study about this local chicken farming. Then after I get the theoretical part of it, because all the diseases, you need to study about them, you need to study about feeding, everything. Then after, you put it into action. It's what we call the practical part of it. But most people want to start with practicals when they don't even have any clue about what they are doing. That is risking your money. So why do you risk your money? First, do research, study as much as you can, make good research about local chicken farming. From there, you are going to thrive, you are going to win, you are going to succeed. But if you go into something that you don't know, you are risking your money, and at the end of the day, you will make huge losses. And then you will start, blaming others. You start blaming this business that it's not lucrative, that will lie to you, because you know what you are saying, negative things about it, because you went into something that you really don't know, which you really don't have knowledge about. So point number 2, if I'm to start this business, I would also consider, number 2 is visiting other farmers. Yes. This is point number 2. I would visit other farmers who are already in the business. because you want to start this local poultry. Now, what would you do after studying, after getting that knowledge that you need? Okay, then go visit other farmers, have an interaction with other farmers, interact with them, how they have, how they have been doing it. What are the challenges that they have faced? Because you are most likely to face the same challenges. How have they really, solved them? You need to know all those things. How do they make profits? How do they mix their own feeds? How do they save? How do they make their cost of production down? So all of that you need to, to interact with other farmers who are in this business. Why? Because they have experience in first place. They are, they have the experience. They are in a position where you also want to go. So it's very important that you discuss with them about this poultry business before you start up. But most people do not want actually to share this information. They don't want to share with others. But there are also those people, good people who can share with you. So please go visit those farmers because they are already where you want to be. Yes, we actually in secondary we had a teacher who used to tell us that where you were, I was, and where you are and where I am, you will be. That what does it mean? That for us, where we are right now, we are in class studying, he was also there. So you want to go into poultry, but you need those people who are already there where you want to go. So that one is also very important. Visit many farmers as possible. Point number 3, I would also consider point number 3 or factor number 3. If I'm to start local chicken farming as a beginner in 2024, I would consider gathering capital. Yes, like any other business, poultry needs a lot of money. It needs capital for you to start up this business. You cannot go into poultry when you don't have money. Why? Because you need to buy feeds, you need to buy holiday chicks, you need to, you need to run your farm using money. Therefore, before you start up this poultry, I do not advise you guys to go into poultry when you don't have money for the feeds, because you will automatically fail if at all you did not calculate all these things. So we have to calculate all these things through what we call business plan. In business plan, you know the amount of money you have, the amount of money you have present, so that you can plan very well and start up your business. So make sure that you gather the capital. First, know how many birds do you want to start with, and check your wallet that how much money do I have right now? How much money can I gather to start up my 500 if it's your goal, my 1000 if it's your goal? So make sure you gather the capital. Yes. Now what most people do here, they get what we call bank loans. Banker loans. I do not encourage beginners, more so if you are a beginner, I do not encourage you to take a bank loan. Why? Because you are a beginner, you don't know how the business is going to behave. You don't know how the business, whether it's going to succeed or not. Therefore, do not take bank loans. Why? Because you will die heart attacks. You will die premature death because of bank loans, because they will put you on pressure. If at all things do not go well, if at all you make a mistake, since you are a beginner, you are just starting, you are capable of doing mistakes, guys. So at the beginning, mistakes are common. You will do mistakes and you lose your birds. Therefore, do not take a loan. Start small. At least start small and learn from that. If you want 500 birds, please, I urge you, start with 100 birds so that you can learn from them. Keep your money, even if you have that money with you for 500. Do not test the depth of water with your 2 legs. No, do not test the depth of the water with your 2 legs. Leave the other leg on the dry land and the other leg on, in the river. That's how we do this business. And you think that maybe we have witchcraft. No one is bewitching you, but it's your mentality and it's your logic. So if I have the capital for 500, what would I do? I would sprint this money into 3. Yes, into 3 categories. Category number 1, I would first bring 100 birds. 100 birds. Just to learn from them. Even if I lose them, even if I do the mistakes and I lose my 100 birds, it's okay. I'm just bringing them as something like a demonstration to learn from them. Then after like a period of 1 month, 2 months, because in 1 month my birds have already survived, you know, because birds die a lot in brooder. More so if you do mistakes in brooder, they will die the first week, 2 weeks, they will die, and then you start, you know, the mortalities will stop. Then the surviving birds, that means they will survive until. So that means if I bring 100 birds as a demonstration for me to learn from, after 2 months I'll go and bring another 200 birds, so that is 300. That means I'm remaining with 200. Then after also these 200 birds which I brought and they have succeeded, then I'll bring another 200. That's how you learn. That's how. But do not just bring 500 at once. Chances are very high that you will make mistakes as a beginner. Therefore, do not test the depth of the water with your whole amount of money. Because if you lose if you lose it at once, what will you do? That means you will run out of the business. You will not, you will not have the morale to reinvest again. But if you did not bring in all your money together, you will still have what you call backup plan. So you have to think very wisely before you go into this business. This is a game. And once you learn the game, things will work out for you. It is very easy. Yes, I assure you, poultry is very easy business to do, but it requires logical thinking. Only logical thinkers can win this game. But you need experience. See, that's what we are looking for. You need experience. You need to put the knowledge that you have into practical. Then after doing the practicals, that means you have gained experience, and you will use that experience on your other bunches. Yes, because our first bunch, if you are starting as a beginner, the first bunch will not perform well. Why? Because you are a beginner. But the second bunch, you will know the mistakes that you have done in the previous bunch, and this time round you'll be perfect. But the first bunch, it will not work for you very well. But the next bunch, I assure you, you will perform to the highest. You will make profits in a crazy way. Why? Because you now have experience. You have now learned from your previous mistakes. Now, point number 4. If I'm to start up my poultry business in 2024, number 4 is what we call be confident. Be confident. Stroke. Believe in yourself. Be brave. Yes, be brave and be positive that you can make it. Do not listen from other people, because the mistake we do, we make investigation from other people. We ask long people who have never done this business before. And once we ask those people, they will tell us only the negative part of this business. And we give up. But be confident, ask the right people. And after investigating from the right people, then believe in yourself that you can do it. Be confident. And also believe in God, because God is everything. Pray. Always pray to God to help you to succeed, because without God we cannot do anything. So those are my points that I gave you to consider if at all you want to start this poultry business in 2024. If you follow them very well, I assure you, you cannot fail. Yes, you will never fail. But if you do your other things, it's okay. Then you will crash and you cry. Yeah, but I don't want anyone to cry. So I want every one of us to enjoy this business. God bless you. See you in my next video. Love you. If you are new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out any upload.